She really just tried it out!
Welcome to Mr. Tech, where you'll experience intense moments and non-stop action. From heart-pounding police chases to thrilling, high-risk pursuits. Get ready for an adventure with no limits, starting right now. On February 7th, 2022, while patrolling southbound on Interstate 85 near Buford Drive, the officer spotted a black Chevrolet Malibu speeding at 91 miles per hour and weaving through traffic. He used a Custom Signals Pro Laser 3 to clock the speed, then activated his emergency lights and siren to pull the car over. The vehicle stopped on the left shoulder, and he approached the driver, a black woman with dreadlocks.
I don't know, Triple Marshall with the Georgia State Patrol. When you made that lane change up from behind that Mustang, 93. Yep. You got driver's license on you? Got it?
A patrol officer asked a driver who identified herself as Coriana Lewis for her personal information. Since it was cold and she was wearing shorts, he offered to let her sit in his patrol car to stay warm. But when he ran her info through the GCIC system, the photo on file didn't match the person sitting in front of him. When he confronted her about it, she insisted the info she gave was correct and refused to change her story. Suspecting a false identity, the officer called for a supervisor to assist. At that time, traffic on I-85 South was heavy with midday cars, and having a possible suspect giving false information added to the safety risks. Her refusal to adjust her statement made the situation more challenging from an investigative standpoint. Calling a supervisor was the right tactical move to keep things transparent and get support in handling a tricky situation.
You can sit in the car. You can sit in your car. It's cold out here.
When the supervisor arrived, the police were explaining the situation when the suspect suddenly floored the gas, switched to drive, and took off. The Malibu swerved across the left shoulder, narrowly avoiding another car in the second lane, then began weaving dangerously through traffic. The officer immediately activated the siren and informed C Communications about the active pursuit. The suspect pushed the speed over 130 miles per hour on Interstate 85 South, weaving through the heavy traffic, even using the right shoulder to pass cars. They took an exit ramp onto Sugarloaf Parkway, blew through a red light, and almost caused a crash at the intersection. On Sugarloaf Parkway, the suspect continued driving aggressively, swerving through traffic. The chase continued until Old Peachtree Road, where the suspect made a slow U-turn at the crosspoint intersection. Seeing an opportunity, I positioned my patrol car to block their path, but the suspect tried to squeeze by. I decided to perform a controlled crash, nudging the Malibu onto the sidewalk, disabling the vehicle, and pinning the driver's door with my push bumper.
Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Get out! Get out of the car!
The Malibu started smoking after the impact, requiring intervention from Gwinnett Fire Rescue. The suspect's reckless driving posed a serious danger to other drivers, especially at the busy intersections. The suspect, after her true identity was confirmed, was checked on the scene by the Gwinnett EMS team and then transferred to Gwinnett Northside for treatment of minor injuries. She was later taken to the Gwinnett County Jail without any issues. The Chevrolet Malibu was handed over to Willard Towing Services. The entire incident was recorded by the WatchGuard 4RE system in the patrol car.
Start fire for me.
You ain't got a surgeon.
I'll be out with this.
On a May afternoon in 2023, a black GMC Yukon caught the attention of Arkansas State Police, ASP, on Interstate 555. Its license plate, 755LLK, appeared suspicious. It belonged to a Ford F-150, with registration that had expired in 2010. Officers activated their emergency lights and signaled the vehicle to pull over. The driver, later identified as 50-year-old Timmy Lynn Davis, briefly edged onto the shoulder. But instead of complying, he hit the gas and sped off, igniting a high-stakes pursuit.
He's driving pretty reckless. Stand by. I'm going to back off at this intersection here at CW Post. I'm going to go ahead and take Commerce. He's going to bail out on foot toward standby. So, hey, Tanner, go to, looks like west, going westbound on 18.
Westbound on Highway 18.
Police were hot on Davis's heels, but he wasn't just running. He was driving like a maniac. He took his Yukon over the I-555 median, smashed through the security fence at the Nestlé food processing plant, and finally came to a stop. But he wasn't done yet. Davis and a female passenger jumped out and hijacked a 1999 Ford F-350 with a utility trailer, holding someone at gunpoint right there at the plant. The chase picked up again, now in a different vehicle. Damage was piling up, fences wrecked, company property trashed, and Nestlé workers left shaken by the chaos. ASP and Jonesboro police were on it, working together and using tactical pursuit moves.
Going around
behind the tractor. I'm trying to get this trailer. Northbound on 460.
He tried to pit. He couldn't do it.
They pulled off a TVI maneuver, blowing out one of the Yukon's rear tires, but Davis just kept going. He tore through people's yards, sped down busy streets in Jonesboro, leaving behind stunned onlookers and the wail of sirens in his wake. At the intersection of Tow Road, he crashed into another vehicle, causing severe damage. Still not stopping, he swerved wildly, slamming the truck into a traffic light at Southwest Road.
He's still going, he's still going.
Billy Sound.
That's right, take him out. We'll be eastbound on West Parker.
Police executed another TVI maneuver, this time decisive. The impact sent Davis's vehicle skidding off the highway, crossing 4 lanes before plunging into a water-filled ditch near Windover Road. But Davis didn't give up. He leapt from the submerged vehicle and fled into the Windover Heights neighborhood, leaving behind a flooded truck and a trail of destruction.
He's about to hit the guardrail. He went through the guardrail, crossed traffic into the housing complex. It'll be north of the...
Officers quickly formed a perimeter and deployed K-9 units. Shortly after, Davis was apprehended in a backyard, ending his flight. Appellate Judge Scott Ellington handed down a severe sentence: 480 months in prison for theft of over $25,000, 180 months for fleeing in a manner that posed a deadly risk, and 72 months of suspended time for a string of other offenses, including property damage, aggravated assault, theft, and causing an accident. Restitution of at least $85,805 serves as a stark reminder of the financial toll Davis must bear, though it falls far short of compensating for the chaos he unleashed. On January 13, 2025, Officer Lasso Silva from Miami-Dade and Broward counties got word about a suspect with multiple felony warrants. The guy was reportedly driving a black Mercedes SUV with Florida plates, KY404H, heading east on Sunrise Boulevard from Eastside 95. Right after getting the call, law enforcement jumped into action and started working on a plan to stop and catch him. The police quickly spotted a black Mercedes speeding in the innermost lane on Sunrise Boulevard. Officer Cantillar signaled the driver to pull over, but instead, the car took off at a dangerous speed, showing no regard for public safety or property. Officer Cantillar tried to pull a pit maneuver to stop the car. But the Mercedes skillfully dodged it, making the attempt fail. Then, in a sudden twist, literally, the car spun clockwise and the driver jumped out, leaving the front seat passenger to grab the wheel. The SUV quickly regained control and veered westbound on Sunrise Boulevard, continuing the wild escape. The suspect's aggressive driving put both pedestrians and drivers at serious risk, and the chase threatened to cause major damage to city infrastructure, especially at busy intersections. That moment when the driver bailed mid-chase, totally reckless, and a clear sign of how desperate they were.
To the other side, pin him to the other side! Be careful, be careful!
Be careful!
Additional units in the area by 95 and Sunrise are respond now.
Roll over, we gotta run over!
I got you.
A cop took the lead in the chase as the Mercedes approached the Ocean I-95 intersection, still flying down the far left lane. Spotting the perfect moment, he pulled off a textbook pirouette maneuver, spinning the SUV hard clockwise until it flipped and landed upside down on the grassy median. Smoke poured from the tires, drawing the attention of passing drivers. Some nearby cars had to slam on their brakes, but luckily there were no secondary crashes. The officer jumped out of his cruiser, gun drawn, shouting, "Get out of the car! Hands up!" The three suspects, clearly dazed, crawled out of the overturned SUV one by one and followed commands. Units from FHP's CIU and BSO's BAT team quickly moved in, cuffing all three. A search of the vehicle turned up 3 firearms, showing just how dangerous these suspects were. The successful PIT was a result of intense training and sharp decision-making, but the fact that the SUV flipped also highlights the risks involved in high-speed pursuits. All 3 suspects were taken to the hospital by BSO for a checkup before being booked into the Broward County Jail. The incident ended without any injuries to civilians or law enforcement, a clear sign of the solid teamwork between FHP and BSO. The CIU team's quick action, support from the K-9 unit, and timely info from the BAT squad all came together to make this operation a success.
We're taking the last one, so you know. On the air. Can you the channel?
Around 5 p.m. on January 25th, 2024, on a busy stretch of highway in Florida, the state's highway patrol spotted a suspicious Silverado truck. The police targeted 26-year-old Vincent Fernandez Barbosa, a suspect believed to be in possession of drugs, and 2 accomplices who were with him in the truck. When the officers signaled for the vehicle to stop, the Silverado didn't pull over. Instead, it sped up, kicking off a high-speed chase. The Silverado sped down the highway like an arrow, weaving through the heavy traffic. The patrol team, with support from the K-9 unit and tactical coordination, quickly set up a strategy to catch up. The trained dogs, ready to sniff out drugs, were poised to jump in once the suspects were cornered. In the midst of their reckless driving, the trio of suspects dangerously threw out a bag of cocaine and 3 guns from the vehicle, leaving behind clear evidence of their crime. The chase unfolded during rush hour, creating a bit of chaos on the road. Fortunately, no injuries were reported, though the risk of an accident was high. Throwing the drugs and guns out showed just how desperate the suspects were, while also raising concerns about public safety with dangerous items being discarded on the highway. After several tense minutes, the police finally managed to stop the Silverado. Barbosa, Montes, and Reed were apprehended right at the scene without any further incidents. The drugs and guns were seized as solid evidence. All three were taken to the main jail in Fort Lauderdale, facing charges of armed cocaine trafficking. The court denied them bail, reflecting the seriousness of the case. Vincent Fernandez Barbosa, Deerfield Beach, was already on probation for methamphetamine and marijuana possession, now facing 2 more charges of violating his probation. Tremaine Reed, Riviera Beach, a criminal with 8 prior convictions, had been sentenced in 2016 for burglary. Reed now faces additional charges for illegal possession of firearms and ammunition. Julian Montes, Wellington, with 4 previous convictions, was last sentenced in 2017 for attempting to flee. Montes is also facing charges for resisting arrest, assaulting law enforcement, and causing damage while fleeing. The trio's escape attempt not only showed their recklessness, but also revealed a larger organized crime network. The chase ended with a victory for Florida law enforcement. The smooth coordination between the patrol team, K-9 unit, and other agencies helped take down a dangerous criminal group, keeping the community safe. This incident serves as a reminder that crime can't outsmart the determination and skills of those who protect the law.
Whoa, what happened? Why are you guys doing that?
Around 2:14 p.m. on August 16th, 2024, near the busy area close to Vero Beach Outlets, a deputy sheriff, IRCSO, spotted a motorcycle speeding down State Road 60. The bike was flying down the road like an arrow, posing a serious threat to traffic safety. Without wasting any time, the deputy activated his radar gun and confirmed the terrifying speed, 120 miles per hour. Without hesitation, the chase was on.
Passing multiple cars, really extremely reckless, still eastbound 37th.
The chase quickly escalated as 22-year-old Austin Schwartz, riding a sport bike, kept speeding up and weaving through heavy rush hour traffic. Deputies from IRCSO teamed up with local police for a ground pursuit, while IRCSO's Hawk helicopter tracked him from above.
Passing cars, looks like we're going to be southbound on the boulevard.
What kind of bike is it? Look like he might run out of gas momentarily.
That's a sport style bike, white helmet. He's moving so fast it's really hard to get a description. I could tell it's just a sports bike, that's for sure.
At one point, Schwartz was seen darting between cars, ignoring traffic signals, and putting pedestrians in serious danger. With a surge of tourists in the area, the whole thing got even riskier. As Schwartz blew through one busy intersection after another, it raised a tough question. Should cops start using mobile roadblocks to stop suspects like him earlier? Or would that just increase the chances of a crash?
We're going to continue southbound.
Tension peaked when Schwartz, trying to make a getaway, sped through the intersection of 17th Street and Indian River Boulevard. That's where his motorcycle slammed into the side of a truck, sending him flying and totally wiping out. The crash didn't just bring his escape to an end, it also wrecked his sport bike and caused a traffic mess in the area. Luckily, no serious injuries were reported, but the whole thing served as a big wake-up call about the dangers of reckless driving. According to reports, Schwartz didn't slow down at all as he approached the busy intersection. A really poor decision. Credit goes to law enforcement for handling the situation like pros, especially the quick response from the chase team and the Hawk helicopter, which probably helped prevent a much worse outcome. Austin Schwartz was arrested right at the scene and taken to the Indian River County Jail on charges of reckless driving and fleeing from law enforcement. He got out on bail after posting $40,000. But the incident left a serious impact on the Vero Beach community. On April 7th, 2016, near Salix, Iowa, a deputy spotted a car speeding westbound on County Road K35. Behind the wheel was 36-year-old Justin Darby from Onawa, Iowa, who was already driving on a revoked license. When the cop hit the lights, Darby didn't pull over. Instead, he floored it, kicking off a tense high-speed chase.
Stop sign on
Asking for your location and the reason. What is your location?
north on
The chase quickly escalated as Darby, with 4 passengers in the car, ignored every traffic rule in the book. He blew through a stop sign at the old Highway 75 intersection in Sloan, prompting the deputy to exclaim, "He just ran the stop sign." Speeds peaked at a dangerous 117 miles per hour on a busy road. The chase was intense as he kept speeding away recklessly, pushing the limits without any regard for danger. The police hadn't been able to execute a strategy to stop this wild run just yet. Things hit a boiling point near Salix. While trying to pass a semi-truck, Darby had to swerve hard to avoid an oncoming truck, and that mistake cost him. His car spun out of control, flipped 3 times, and landed in a muddy field. "Car rolled over," the deputy radioed, a moment that left the truck driver holding his breath, stunned by how fast it all happened. Miraculously, all 5 people in the car survived, but the chase didn't end there. Darby ditched the wrecked vehicle and ran off on foot, determined to escape even after such a crash. The deputy gave chase without hesitation, showing real grit and persistence. Reports say Darby jumped into a sewage pond trying to hide, but was eventually coaxed out and taken into custody. The crash wasn't just a danger to Darby and his passengers. It could have caused a major disaster on the road. If that semi had lost control too, the outcome could have been way worse. The suspect was arrested and taken to the hospital to get decontaminated after soaking himself in a filthy swamp, according to Tony Wingert from the Woodbury County Sheriff's Office. Darby is now facing a laundry list of charges, from driving while barred to resisting arrest. The whole incident serves as a costly reminder. There's no escape route to freedom when you're trying to outrun justice. For the community, it's a lesson in following traffic laws and understanding the consequences of reckless behavior. On February 7th, 2025, a dramatic arrest went down in Kansas, USA, when a woman was pulled over for driving 94 miles per hour in a 60 miles per hour zone. The driver, a woman around 46 years old, was immediately stopped by police. During the stop, officers noticed something off, the strong smell of alcohol coming from the car and her uncooperative attitude. She told them she was on her way to Tulsa for a job interview, but being in a rush didn't justify the reckless behavior.
Okay. Are you living here now, or? I'm passing through. Okay. Where do you currently live at? Huh?
In Kansas right now.
Okay. What's the current address for you? Okay. Give me just a minute, okay? Here's these bags. Do you have an actual driver's license?
I had it. I lost it at Revolution.
Okay. What state is it from? California?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it the same driver's license number, or?
Yeah, I was just coming through.
Okay, well, here's the deal. Okay, we show that you made a report here, so that leads me to believe you are, like you say you are, you're living here temporarily. Okay.
I stopped it.
I'm sorry?
I stopped it. I don't really live here, but I stopped it. If that makes sense.
That doesn't make sense.
If I need a place to stay, I have a place to stay.
Okay. So that doesn't make a lot of sense, though, on if you're passing through on why you made a report several months ago, but yet you're still here.
Several months ago.
Okay, so where are you going to this interview at?
My interview is not until Tulsa.
Okay.
So I have to get to Tulsa by 12.
Okay, so where are you coming from?
Wichita.
Okay. And you have to be in Tulsa by 12.
By 12. Or at least 2. 2 at the latest.
So you're telling me you got to make a 3-hour trip in 1 hour?
We're going to make it.
Okay, well, you're not. Not if you're going to kill somebody.
We're not going to kill him.
So the way you guys are going.
We're going to follow traffic.
Okay. Son, over here. Stand right here for me and turn around and face my direction. I don't want you staring into the sun. Take your hands out of your pockets. Place your feet together. Hands at your sides, okay? I'm going to just kind of check your eyes, make sure. Okay, I want you to follow my finger with your eye. Okay, we got that block. Okay, what I want you to do, come on over here for me a little bit. Okay, keep going. Keep backing up closer to your car. Put your right foot in front of your left foot, touching heel to toe, and put your arms down at your sides. Keep your hands at your sides and look down at your foot.
The cops used solid tactical skills to handle the situation, but she kept failing the sobriety tests, blaming it on balance issues, even though it was pretty clear she was drunk. When they tried using a handheld breathalyzer, PBT, she messed with the test on purpose, sticking her tongue out or not blowing properly.
Keep going, keep blowing, keep your tongue off of it. Just blow, not, hold on, take a breath.
Do it like you're blowing a balloon up.
Yeah, it's not reading it, so I don't know what the deal is with it.
I'm not drinking, bro.
Okay, it doesn't have anything to do with you drinking, it has to do with the airflow, okay?
Okay.
But I fully and completely believe you are under the influence of something, okay? Take your hands out of your pockets, turn around. Okay, right now you are under arrest for DUI.
For what?
Okay?
It seemed like she knew exactly what she was doing, like she'd been through this before. Her actions really bring up questions about how reliable these devices are when a suspect refuses to cooperate. Maybe it's time to think about using more advanced tech, like sensors that can automatically detect alcohol in someone's breath without needing them to do anything.
I'm gonna have you guys hop out for a second and come over here.
Things hit the fan when the cops decided to arrest the woman for DUI. While searching the car, they found 2 open bottles of liquor in the trunk, a serious violation of Kansas law, which bans open containers of alcohol, even in the trunk. The suspect flipped out, claiming the search was illegal and started recording video to get evidence. Her resistance escalated fast. She was yelling, screaming, and even ended up attacking an officer, which led to an extra charge for assaulting a cop. One wild twist? Her friends totally bailed on her. They denied having anything to do with the car or the booze, called an Uber, and just left her there to deal with everything alone.
Okay. It's her car then?
If you guys want to, if you feel comfortable driving it anywhere in here,
Well, we can't. Are you all under the influence, or does one of you feel comfortable driving?
I have a license. I don't drive.
Not on you or not issued to you? Oh, it's suspended. Oh, I appreciate you being on.
I just rather not drive a car that's not mine.
That betrayal probably added to her meltdown. It showed how irresponsible the group was, which might have pushed her to act out even more. The cops had to use reasonable force to get her under control, showing some solid skills in handling a high-stress situation without anyone getting seriously hurt.
I'm freezing.
Just give him a minute. We just can't do that with someone in the car.
That's cool.
Coronas.
Tequila. I think it's not an open container if it's in the trunk. Right?
Well,
Recording or you wouldn't be touching me.
I am.
Nobody got out your car.
Get
Nobody
in the
got
car.
out your car.
Back in the car now.
Show me that it's recording.
It's on.
Show me.
I don't have to
me.
show you.
I know you don't have to show me because you white.
Shut.
Nigga, quit touching me. Quit touching me, you homosexual. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I'm recording it up. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Let go. Stop. You were watching this nigga. You were watching this nigga choke me out.
blow hard, blow hard. Keep your tongue off it. There you go. Just keep that up. Keep it up. Okay, just keep going, keep going. Okay. Yeah. Hey. You need to calm down. Okay.
She really just money out. I'm breaking your face. Why you fucking out?
Hey.
This is my life. You wanna try that? You wanna try that? No, I'm gonna get him. I don't. Bro, I didn't like when you gonna
calm down.
try to light your face up.
She's mad about her friends. Hey.
We don't want you to hurt yourself.
Nevaeh, calm down, okay?
Calm down.
I know you're mad, hon. I know you are, okay?
Just relax.
Hey, take a breath, okay?
Take a breath.
And she's 46.
Do you want our cups?
A woman was taken to the station facing charges of DUI, speeding, going 94 in a 60 zone, having an open container, and assaulting an officer. Her car got impounded because none of her friends stepped up to take responsibility. The whole thing ended with her staring down some serious legal trouble while her so-called friends bailed on her and left her to deal with it alone.
Take her in. I'm ready to send her in, so there you go.
Today's chase was truly intense and heart-pounding. Next time, brace yourself for high-speed chaos and near-miss collisions. Subscribe now and hit the notification bell so you won't miss a single moment. See you in the next pursuit with Mr. Tech.